Hey, St. Pat's. Good to be with you this week again with my e-video newsletter thing that I like to do. Just want to spend a few minutes with you and talk about two things. First of all, I just want to celebrate on Sunday that so many of you decided to or volunteer to stand up and kind of share how you've been able to bless people over the last week. Actually, I'm going to invite us to do that again. So if you have a story to share, kind of be prepped to do that. That was super. Well, it was encouraging to me, so I hope it was encouraging to other folks as well. Just the way we can, simply be a blessing to people. Let me remind you where that came from. When Bishop Ron was with us on Sunday, July 17, he encouraged us to begin to practice being a blessing. And he said, look, pray and ask the Lord who he wants to be a blessing to. Number two, go do it. And, whether it's someone you know really well, a neighbor, a coworker, maybe just being pleasant to a wait staff at a restaurant, whatever it is, to just begin to practice that as a way to train us to be outwardly focused, to be attentive to other people, and follow that pattern that God gave to Abram where he said, I'm going to bless you to be a blessing. I also want to talk about a way Trudy and I have decided to practice being a blessing to people. We decided to put together kind of our own little program that we're calling 24 Meals. Here's what it is. We decided we want to practice hospitality and open our home, to people on a regular basis. Both people that are in our lives that are not yet followers of Christ, and also folks from the parish, and just build relationships and connect. Maybe sometimes, we'll invite a friend from work over, maybe sometime, a few families from church, maybe we'll mix it. And so what we figured out is we could do that twice a month and still have a sane life. And as I talked to Trudy about it, we figured out weekends are best for us. So we made this plan that one Saturday night and one Sunday night or evening, I should say, a month, we will invite folks over to our house. Now, in our household, I don't do much cooking. I never learned how to do that. My wife loves to cook. So our deal was, as long as we have the schedule made, and we actually calendared this out. I have a sheet that has all the dates we're going to do this, and as long as we know ahead what's going to happen, I have the freedom to invite. Trudy has the freedom to invite. Trudy will cook, and I'll clean. And you know what our goal is? To have supper with friends. That is it. Just to have some good food, sit around the table. But the deeper purpose of that is knowing that so often when you're around a table, hearts open up and friendships open up, and who knows what the Lord might do in terms of us connecting to people who aren't yet Christ followers, drawing them closer in our lives, but also just building more community within our parish. I think that's a need we have to grow in that area. We have some structured things, but more and more, I think, as we can learn to be with each other, do life together, like Dietrich Bonhoeffer wrote about in his book, Life Together, doing Christian community. The more we can bear one another's burdens, the more we can support each other, I think we'll become a more powerful and awesome church. And I think we all long for that. So we want to try to do our part in that. So here's why I share that. I want to encourage you to think about doing that or something like that. Could your household, make a plan twice a month to do that, or once a month, and build that in to have a meal and invite people over? Now here's what I encourage you to do. I would encourage you not to go, well, that's a cool idea. I might think about doing that. I guess I'm going to try to do that. If you take that route, guess what will happen? You won't do it. I'd encourage you, number one, to figure out how often you can do it. Number two, actually put it in the calendar and make it a hard commitment that that's when you do that. Then start planning, who do we want to invite? Maybe even map out kind of folks you want to invite. You don't have to invite 6 months ahead. That may be kind of odd, but at least you know in your mind who you want to talk to, and make a simple plan and execute it. And I think, A, if you do that, you will enjoy it. B, I think as we do that with one another, it will strengthen our bonds in the Lord as a church. And I think as we seek to be people on mission and kind of reach out, who knows what the Lord will do in terms of just building friendships and drawing us closer to people that don't yet know Christ. So 24 meals. How about you? Do you want to do 24 meals? I challenge you in your household to do it. Now here's the deal. If you decide you want to do that, I want to ask you to actually contact me. Grab me at church, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. put on my Facebook page. Just say, hey, I saw the e-newsletter video. I think that's a cool idea to do the 24 meals plan. And just like you and Trudy in the Matthews household are going to do that, we're going to do that too. Well, have a great week. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Sunday, and God bless you. Bye.